it all you got to fight to the top so we can know your story. Now you're a man, man. Now you're a man, man. You are now a man, you're a man. Now you're a man. Live it!
Welcome back to ULTRASPECTICUS, a journey through classic Ultraman. Well, we're halfway through the new year, a new Ultraman is on the way, and I'm on the home stretch with Jack, so let's not mince words and let's get right into it. In episode 31, in between Devil and Angel, two kids jump and skip off the elevator while Oka hears a strange disturbance. One of the kids is Ibuki's daughter, Minako. Her friend is named Teruo, or as I like to call him,
Damien!
Go gets a bad feeling about this kid, and let's be fair, who wouldn't? Ibuki says he doesn't deny his daughter anything. Oh boy, he spoils her rotten, doesn't he? Sure enough, Teruo speaks to Go telepathically. He says he wants to kill him. He is a Zeran, and they are bringing a monster to Earth. He says once he defeats it, he will die.
フルーマーという怪獣を連れてきている。しかしこれは単なるおとりだ。
Too close, a little too close.
お前はウルトラマンとなり、この怪獣に勝つだろう。そしてウルトラマン。その時がお前の最後だ。わかるか?
Go confronts the kid, he even slaps the boy, and here comes the standard he's a child, he can't possibly be evil storyline, which you've seen at least once in any tokusatsu genre.
正直驚いた。一体何が起こったのかと思ってね。申し訳ありません。
He wants to know why he did that to the boy, and Go said he wouldn't believe him if he told him. Then tells him. Naturally, Ibuki doesn't believe this. The boy can't talk.
奴の目的はウルトラマンを抹殺することです。彼が自分の口からそう言ったのか。あの少年は口が聞けないんだぞ。ですからそれはテレパシーです。テレパシーで話したんです。君にか？ウルトラマンのことをどうして君だけに？それはテレパシーのことなら私も知ってる。宇宙人が人間そっくりの姿で地球へ紛れ込んでくる話もな。
I mean, he's not wrong. This has happened before. Go warns him that his daughter is in danger around the boy, and Ibuki isn't heeding his warning. He doesn't punish Go, but lets him return to his duties. Sure enough, the alien arrives. Alien Pluma. The Mat crew attacks it, and Go still thinks about what Teruo, or rather the Zeron, said to him. Speak of the Antichrist, and he appears. Teruo flies up onto the monster in this really dated special effect. Ibuki says not to fire as they may hit the boy. But he is let go by the monster, who retreats. Teruo ends up in the hospital, and Go sees him alone. He warns Go that he must become Ultraman or he will release Pluma on that hospital. He attacks the boy again, and Minako comes to his side as the doctor pulls Go off of him. Minako orders her dad to make him leave, which he does. Ibuki still refuses to listen to Go. I feel like we're in a horror movie where no one believes the main character about the monster until it's too late. For Sophie's sake, Go, just tell him you're Jack. Then they'd listen to you. But oh wait, I forgot. We gotta save that dramatic reveal for the end of the show. Go then storms out, warning them of what will happen. Teruo uses some gizmo to contact his home or control the monster. I'm not sure which.
何をしてるのこんな夜中に。その機械は何なの?
Sure enough, next morning Pluma is back and is headed for the hospital. They go out and try to stop it. Minako runs into Teruo's room to find out he is gone, so she looks around the hospital for him. Ibuki finally starts to believe Go. Oh good, I get to play this. Go breaks away from the Mat crew and transforms. Time to put this monster in the ICU. Jack yet again pulls an Ultra 7 and lops its head off. Green blood? Must have been an undead. But the fight isn't over yet. Suddenly Jack's Ultra Brace begins attacking him. This is what Zeron was planning all along. Ibuki then remembers what Go said and runs into the hospital to find the boy. He runs into Minako and she can't find him either. Ibuki says he will find the boy and he leaves a nurse to look after his daughter. Glad Papa's finally putting his foot down for once. Ibuki discovers where Teruo is hiding and he is indeed behind all this.
I hope you feel this big.
Teruo tries to zap him with his eyes, but Ibuki rolls out of the way and shoots him in the neck? Holy hell! I know he's an alien posing as a kid, but still, this is a bit uncomfortable to watch. I haven't been this uncomfortable since Sonny Crockett shot a kid by accident. And I still think this is too much. We then see Teruo's true colors, though. Ibuki visits his daughter and Go suggests telling her a lie about Teruo moving. Ibuki, being a good father, decides to tell her the truth. I'd leave out the whole shooting him in the neck thing though, Papa-san. Chalk it up to self-defense. In episode 32, Duel Under the Setting Sun, the guys go undercover to investigate mysterious earthquakes happening in the country. Meanwhile, we see a kid scaring a herd of cows. Great, now they're going to start giving sour milk. Good one, kid. He then gives a couple the wrong directions that sends them bouncing down a huge staircase. Ha! They almost died. Hilarious.
中くらいね。
Oh, shut up!
Another earthquake happens, and this guy says he can sense them. The boy named Taro gets an earful from this cop while the Mat crew ask around about the earthquakes. One of the locals tells Go that this used to be a mining town, but it was all mined out and there was a cave-in followed by a flood and everyone drowned. That makes Taro an orphan. Minami tells Ibuki about the seismic activity and there's no mistaking it, a monster is about to wake up. The cop shows Go to the underground tunnel where they hope to find said monster. He senses another earthquake coming and one happens. He really can sense them. They find a big hole in the rubble and the cop says he's not going in there, but Go, being a dumbass, does. He tells the cop to tell him if he senses another quake coming so they can get out before they're buried alive. They find the monster encased in the earth and the cop senses the big one is coming. They run for it and Go tells Ibuki the monster is indeed in the tunnel. Taro stows away in the back of the Mat vehicle as the monster appears. It's still frozen somewhat and Ibuki fires on it while it still is. This seems like a bad idea. Sure enough, it thaws the monster out. Oh, good one, Captain. The monster thanks Ibuki for getting the ice off him by farting at him. Ugh, we're stretching the comedy in this episode.
We don't go blue, that's the lazy man's comedy.
Ueno, drunk for some reason, stumbles up to the monster and is sent flying. He then lands on the monster's arm and somehow, I'm still not sure, blows one of the arms off. I didn't know he could fly. This is the weirdest episode of Ultraman yet for me. Okay, maybe it was Minami with the bazooka, that makes a little bit more sense, but still. Taro wanders in the cave where Go is unconscious and he wakes him up. Go returns the rude awakening by saving the boy from falling rubble. Taro then sees his frozen father on the wall. Okay, wow, that's 2 in a row. These have been some really dark episodes, people. Anyway, Go transforms and the locals save Taro. Jack goes after the one-armed monster, King Mai Mai. Yes, that's his name, even though he's not called that through the entire episode. Jack tangles with this false king and ties it up with his own wings. The sun begins to set and Jack goes for the finishing blow, but it just, up and falls over dead. Well, there's something you don't see every... Gotcha! Turns out the king was just playing possum. It wraps Jack up in its web breath. The same attack from that monster in episode 22. The sun sets and Jack's color timer gets worse. He decides to go for a spin and, here's a surprise, uses his Ultra Brace. But this time he feeds it to the king, which blows him up. Blows him up? Whoa, did not see that coming. Is there anything that bracelet can't do? Taro pays his respects to his late father and Matt departs back home. I feel like we're forgetting something. In episode 33, The Monster Tamer and the Boy, a young boy runs through a storm while a monster that looks like a mutated Wyndham from Ultra 7 throws a hissy fit. The boy calls for his dad to help him. Then we see a humanoid alien calm this monster down and basically shoo it away. The next day we see the boy digging a hole for some reason, and a bunch of other kids, including Jiro, gossip about him. They wonder if he's an alien or not, and that he has psychic powers. I can hear you, you know. We then see some bigger kids show up to harass the boy, and sure enough, he uses psychic powers on one of them. Ah, lucky kid. We all wish we could do that to our tormentors at that age. They bury him in the hole up to his neck for that. We're gonna play Creep Show. You're Ted Danson, and we're Leslie Nielsen. Luckily, Go shows up to break it up. The bullies say he's a freak and an alien with psychic powers, and Go should kill him. Okay, no, we've had enough child endangerment for this show. Please, stop. Once they leave, Go gets the boy out of the hole. Then he runs. You're welcome. He says he's not an alien, but Go is sure he's hiding something. No kidding. That night, the bullies come back to harass him some more. God, don't you asshats have anything better to do? Like steal from grocery stores or smoke in the boys' room? I guess they didn't learn after last time. This time they stick Cujo here on him. What happened? Did he blow the dog up? I have no idea. The boy named Ryo, well, why don't I let Go tell you?
少年の名は佐久間亮。昭和33年4月5日、父徳蔵、母米の長男として江差に生まれ、昭和37年9月、亮が4歳の時に一家で宮山鉱山に移っています。昭和38年、運にも炭鉱が閉鎖されて徳蔵は職を失い、東京へ出稼ぎに出たまま蒸発。昭和40年、母米死亡。 その直後佐久間亮行方不明となっていますが、父親を追って東京に出てきたんでしょうね。
天涯孤独となった亮君はどんなに父を憎みまた慕ったことか。ゴー、確か君も。
はい。でも私にはマットという家があり、隊長という父があります。
Rio walks into town and everyone calls him the alien boy. No one will sell him anything. Man, racism among aliens is no less an ugly trait to have. Rio returns to find Go waiting for him. He also meets the alien who saved him from before. He's been protecting Rio all this time like a father. The alien came here to study Earth's climate but decided to stay and look after the boy. Unfortunately, during the autumn, he fell ill due to Earth's pollution. Is that a reference to H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds?
早くしないとおじさんは死んでしまうんだ。
わかった。宇宙船をあの一帯に隠したんですね。
Go helps him dig it up, and Rio tells him about a monster that the alien hid beyond the highway. Uh-oh, the angry Frankensteinian mob is here. They drag the boy away. Man, a lot of child abuse in these episodes. The alien man reveals himself to the people that Rio's not the alien. He is. But the angry mob is in full kill mode, case in point, he gets shot by the cops. I hope you're proud of yourselves. And now that he's gone, the monster wakes up. If I were Go, I would leave them to deal with it because they unearthed it in a sense. But Go doesn't do that, and Ibuki, in a clever disguise, tells Go to get up and fight. Go transforms and kills the monster, Alien Mitz. He beats it down and blasts it with a spatium beam, but not before throwing it into the fire. Rio mourns the loss of his protector and keeps digging until he finds the ship. Will he find it? Will he pay tribute to his friend? We may never know. In episode 34, An Unforgiven Life, the Mac crew drive around and brag about how much free time they have. You might even say he has jack to do. Huh? Huh? But as soon as they say that, they pick up a strange wave on radar. Someone requests the job from Ken, but he already closed for the day. This strange man says he's doing some important research. Go pulls into the shop and the man recognizes him. This is Mizuno, an old friend from school. Seems our aspiring scientist here is into biology.
Mizuno 生物研究所。そうだ。君は昔から生き物が好きだったからね。もう結婚したかい？
いや、僕は独身主義者だ。
Not by choice, I'm sure.
Have you adhered strictly to your vow of celibacy?
Yes, I have.
Me too.
I'm not surprised. Mine was by choice.
That night, Jiro makes a delivery to Mizuno, who shows him some of his animals. Or rather, stock footage of animals. Mizuno then goes on this speech about making a new life form, one both animal and plant.
動物と植物の間から動物でもあれば植物でもあるような全く新しい生命を作ろうと考えたのも科学者としての当然の権利なんだよ。
Jiro, now would be a good time to scream, I need an adult. But behind closed doors, it's revealed Mizuno has already created something like that and is trying to make it grow with this laser ray gizmo. Ibuki orders his men to follow the strange signal that ray is causing. It leads them right to Mizuno. He plays innocent and sees the egg has grown and is hatching. Don't let it latch onto your face.
とうとうやったぞ。僕はついに動物と植物の何とも超えられなかった境界線を打ち破ったぞ。やった。
Mizuno has gone bye-bye, Egon. He relishes in his success, but his creation soon gets too big for its cage. Leogon, as he has named it, is now human-sized and escapes. And it makes a beeline to Jiro for some reason.
どうしたんだい？
見たんだよ、トカゲのお化け。
トカゲ？
兄ちゃんくらいの大きさだよ。
バカなこと言うなよ。こんなトカゲが日本にいるわけないじゃないか。
I'm gonna assume that was a subtle jab at Godzilla, otherwise I would have to label Ken the dumbest person in Ultraman history. Besides, Jiro has spotted and even rode on giant monsters before. Why wouldn't you believe him now? Jiro goes back to Mizuno's thinking one of his animals escaped, and sure enough, Mizuno corners him. Jiro tells him what he saw, and Mizuno tries to strangle him. Again, I apologize for all the child endangerment in this show. I didn't know this edition was going to be like this, I swear. Mizuno lets him go, but warns him not to breathe a word of this to anyone, especially not Go. Well, I don't think that'll be an easy secret to keep, as Ryogan is now giant-sized and the Mac crew goes on the offensive. They unload on the unholy Chimera, who wraps up the aircraft in big vines. Okay, that's a new one. Kishida gets it free, and later the Mac crew analyze a piece of the vine. Mizuno overhears on the radio about this discovery. Apparently Matt blabs all their secret info to the local DJ, and Go arrives at Mizuno's door to confront him. He acts as suspicious as possible, and Go heads to Jiro, who isn't talking to anyone. Go asks Jiro what's wrong, and Ken tells Go that Jiro saw a big lizard last night. Go asks Jiro about it, and Jiro finally confesses what happened. Mizuno drinks to forget, I think. Go foolishly brings the boy with him as they go into Mizuno's home. He confesses to Go he wanted a better life, and Ryogan was his ticket to the big time. Really? A better life? This house you got now is pretty sweet. People would love to have a house like this in today's economy. Go asks the blubbering Mizuno how to kill it. He tells him the laser ray he used to grow it will kill it if they throw it in reverse. The next day, Ryogan is out in force again. Mizuno brings the laser to kill his creation, but he begins walking towards it. Go swims after his friend, and in a touching scene we get flashbacks of them growing up as good friends. But it's too late. In true Frankenstein fashion, Mizuno is killed by his own creation. The gyros attack but get tied up in the vines again. Go dives under the water and becomes Jack. Ryogan ties him up with his vines and belly flops onto him. Jack once again chops the monster to bits with his Ultra Brace. Go mourns the loss of his friend, and they destroy the laser that gave Ryogan life, ensuring that evil will never be used again. In episode 35, Cruel Light Monster Prisma, Jiro walks into Go's room and finds pictures of lighthouses from all over the world. All of them have gone missing. Ah, the smoke monster from Lost! Oh man, I don't think Jack can beat him. Well, Smokey here claims another lighthouse. Tons of ships have disappeared too all over the globe. Ken shows Jiro a prism that's made of light. Pretty cool, huh?
Hey look, you can make a prism.
Go says that Ibuki is away and the Mac crew can't move in on this anomaly without his say-so. But he's been researching it anyway. Ibuki and Minami find a man stranded in the middle of the ocean. When they rescue him, he rambles about some kind of white demon and his face. Looks like the proto-member of Kiss. Go and Ken check out the next possible place to be attacked according to the map. Meanwhile, the man they rescued has died? They think he has. Well, sort of. He turned into some kind of crystal. That is strange even for this show. Ken and Go lie in wait to see if the lighthouse is attacked. Jiro's stowed away in the trunk and follows them. They spot it, and it's a giant crystal-like monster that absorbs the lighthouse for the light. It's like the light is feeding it somehow. Jiro foolishly shines a light on it, and Ken sees the trunk door open, and Go calls for backup. The giant quartz sees the light and goes right for it.
Turn the light off, turn the light off.
Ken tells Jiro to get rid of the light, which he does, and the three of them retreat. When Ken starts the car, the headlights come on and Go realizes it will chase them now and warns Ken to kill the headlights, but it's too late. Go shoots at it to distract it from them and then transforms after the car crashes. Jack tries to push this quartz monster called Prisma away, but finds it's difficult to attack a monster so rigid and tough. Prisma freezes Jack in place and makes him reverse himself before he can attack. This is going to be a tough nut to crack. It pulls Jack in and burns him with his light tummy or whatever that thing is. We then get this trippy attack. I made the joke already, but this is how I imagine it feels to watch Ultraman on acid. Jack's color timer goes off and it moves in for the kill. Suddenly the sun comes up and it's gone. Weird. Go checks on Ken and Jiro, who are banged up a little from the crash, but they're okay. The cavalry arrives late, but Go says they wouldn't be able to stop it anyway. He's more right than he knows. They have to attack it at night when it's visible. Oka gets the idea again to freeze it and make it shatter like ice. Man, Oka should be called the Ice Queen, because she always has the idea to freeze the monster. The Mac crew orders all the lights in Tokyo to be turned off. That night, the Mac crew lure Prisma to a baseball stadium. It heads for the stadium lights, naturally, and the team begin Operation Freeze. Like before, they drop freeze missiles on the monster, but it's still not enough to stop it. It's actually backfiring and it freezes the guys in place. Go decides he must make himself smaller and fight it from within, which he does. He becomes Jack and flies inside the kaleidoscope effect. Once he's inside Prisma, he blasts it from the inside out with a spacium beam. Man, that was a close call for our hero. Okay, show of hands, who here expected to see Ultraman Jack fly up a crystal monster's colon and blow it up from the inside? Put your hand down. In episode 36, Banish the Night, the Mac crew, stalk a woman. Okay, already I feel uncomfortable. Then she disappears. Okay, weird. This strange woman visits someone posing as a sister of her departed friend. When did this become the Lifetime Network? That night, the girl is, bitten by a vampire. Naturally, the Mac crew are alerted to this, as this is not the first time this has happened. I guess a few more bodies had to drop before they got off their asses and did something about it. This, by the way, was the 15th murder. All of them belonged to wealthy families, and all of them were women. A cop named Kamada comes in to tell them they have spotted the suspect. It's the same girl they were following yesterday. Is she a vampire or an alien? You should know the answer by now. Both.
5以下5人の隊員は犯罪のあった15の場所を調べ始めた。被害者の血を吸って殺す少女が宇宙人かもしれないということを世間に知らさないため、一同は私服を着て活躍しなければならなかった。
Jiro begins hanging garlic around the place. I told you not to let him watch those Hammer horror films. Jiro tells Go about the rumors of a flying saucer disappearing over a villa months ago. Now, we all know that's a plot point, and Go tells the others about it. Oka offers to join Go as bait. She's brave for volunteering, I'll give her that. Most shows would just have the guys make the token female member be the bait. So Go, Kushida, and Oka do some snooping around. They talk to the father of the mystery girl who said she was not cremated, and he had her buried somewhere in secret. He guides them to the coffin, or should I say sarcophagus he had her entombed in. They open it up and... At the same time, the vampire girl, Midori, attacks Oka. But they stop her from draining her and she escapes. I guess the vampire's a daywalker. Or a reverse vampire. So they go after her and she flies away. It's a cheesy effect, but what isn't in this show? The Mac crew goes looking for her at night and Go once again gets a telepathic talking to.
あの中の宇宙人はおそらく吸血鬼同様朝が来ると弱くなる性質かもしれん。
ウルトラマン
我々は人類を滅ぼしたいのだ。
The alien vampire tells Go what it wants, to kill all women. Without women, humanity will die off. Well, he's got us there. Go spots it trying to escape, and they go after it in the mad arrows. They manage to shoot it down, and that seemed a little too easy. They celebrate, but Go knows better. It's not over yet. Sure enough, a giant bat appears, Draculus. Not to be confused with Draculon, but that's not even the same franchise. The father gets drawn towards it when it shows him an illusion of his daughter. Go stops him and becomes Jack. He uses a head scissor takedown on Draculus and then trips it up. It tries to fly away and Jack flies after it. It fires some red laser from its mouth, but Jack still manages to bring it down. And because it's also a vampire bat, it can also feed on Jack's energy. Why not? Jack's color timer goes in the red. He may be done for. Quick, Jack, fashion a wooden stake out of one of those trees! Jack then decides to flash it. He then uses a spear shaped like a cross to impale it. Nice one! Peter Cushing would be proud. Ultraman Jack might have just made my favorite vampire hunter list, right up there with Buffy and Alucard. Midori's father weeps over his daughter and Go puts a cross on her corpse. Smart thinking. Jiro then torments everyone with garlic breath. Oh, that little scamp. In episode 37, Ultraman Dies at Sunset, we see evil! A blatantly evil mad scientist returns to his lab and tells his underlings about his plan to destroy Jack. So we get clips of past monsters, and they even know Go is Jack, somehow. These guys really did their homework. Speaking of our hero, Aki gets on Go's case for not being around. Look who's talking, Aki, you haven't been in an episode in a while. He decides to make it up to her by promising her a ski trip for New Year's. Hope you can afford that on a Mac crew member's salary.
ごめんなさい。
いいよ。前からおかしかったんだ。
私取り替えてきてあげる。
アクションが？
任しといて。抜群のもの選んできてあげるから。
じゃあ頼む。
Oka calls Go and tells him the boss has a mission for him once he comes back to base. Ibuki shows off the photos of a new weapon that will be used for the betterment of mankind and not harm. Right.
So it's a peace-loving death ray.
Go returns and they are alerted that Seagorath is back. Well, last time we saw Seagorath and Seamons, they just gave up and went back to the sea. Seagorath uses its normal tricks, causing a tsunami, flooding the city, and here we see Jack doing exactly what he did last time, reversing the storm and pushing it back. Saves time and money when they can just show the clips from the last episode they'd fought. I'm not even joking. He even blows up the horn the same way, and Seagorath isn't alone. Bemstar is back too, somehow. Jack chops it to bits, again. Seagorath I can understand, Jack never really did kill it, but Bemstar is just back? No reason? Folks, this begins the long tradition of inexplicably bringing back past foes from the dead so the Ultraman can kill them again, and again, and again, and again. They have no plans of stopping reusing old monsters till the end of time. Maybe the scientist revived Bemstar somehow, it's never really explained, but yeah, this is still a thing. The evil scientist looks over the data collected from the fight and decides they must find Jack's fatal flaw. The others find Go after Jack disposes of the monsters, and Go thinks to himself this is not over yet. Something is going on. They deliver the new explosive while Ibuki does air surveillance. Go thinks to himself who is testing Jack's abilities. Suddenly another monster appears. Black King. They open fire on it and Ibuki tells them to fall back. It seems this toxic breath was a smokescreen. The new explosives are gone and so is the monster. This was obviously a diversion. The evil scientist, I don't think they gave him a name, gets away with it. Go tells the others that there's definitely an alien behind all this. Ibuki for once believes him. Go thinks they brought out past monsters to study Jack and defeat him. The evil scientist goes over some recon photos and spots Aki with Go. Uh-oh. Aki is out Christmas shopping for her man when she is grabbed. Ken tries to stop the car but gets hit. Aki sees that the men who grabbed her are indeed aliens. She jumps out of the car and takes a bad spill. Go immediately goes to check on her. She's in critical condition and Go sees Ken is covered with a sheet. Oh my god, Ken is dead. Jiro wants revenge for them both. When Go asks who did this, Aki mouths that an alien did. Go stays at her side, telling her to get better. In a last touching moment, she gives Go the watch she got him for Christmas, and she's gone. Wow. I'm at a loss for words, Toku Faithful.
Action! Action!
姉ちゃん任しといて。抜群のもの選んできてあげるから。
Apparently, this decision to kill off Aki was because the actress landed another job on a drama series, which explains why we've been seeing less and less of her character. This may be one of the most shocking moments in Ultraman history, even more so than a certain infamous one we'll be getting to in the next series. Needless to say, the writing staff were all less than enthusiastic about this, and their creative momentum suffered for it. The bastard behind this attack summons the monster from before, Black King. Oka tells Go that it's back and he has no time to mourn. Time for some payback. You killed his best friend, you killed his girlfriend. After that, he has nothing to lose. He becomes Jack, but he has trouble fighting this thing. It counters everything Jack can throw at it. He's not backing down though and wants payback. Even his Ultra Brace can't put a dent in it. We then see the scientist's true colors. He's Alien Knuckle. He joins the fray and now it's 2-on-1. Oh come on, your blows aren't even landing. I've seen wrestling moves less fake than this. You gotta sell it! Jack is nonetheless beaten down and his color timer is going off. He needs energy, but the sun is setting. He may be out of time and out of luck. The Mat crew opens fire and cheer him on, but it may be all for naught. Knuckle summons a ship to haul him off. Everyone watches him being carried off while Knuckle brags about his victory over Jack. Is this the end for Ultraman Jack? I think he's going to need some help.
私の技を研究し、私を倒すために訓練されているのだが、負けないと。必ず坂田兄弟の復讐をしてやる。
In episode 38, where the star of Ultra shines, the Mat crew keeps looking for Jack and Go. They still can't put two and two together, I see. They get a message from Space Station V1 that they're under attack. They want to go help them, but their machines and transmitters are all out somehow. Surprise, Alien Knuckle is behind it. He greets them and says Earth will be theirs. He says they are nothing without Ultraman.
サタン Z を奪ったのは貴様たちだな。我々は地球が平和的に栄えることを好まない。サタン Z は
Knuckle tells them to surrender within 12 hours and prepare for conquest. And to prove they're not bluffing, they destroy Space Station V1. Ibuki surmises that they must have an output on Earth somewhere. He orders them to find it before the 12-hour deadline. With a bit of luck, they manage to find it. Minami and Ueno sneak inside to check the lab, but it seems to be abandoned. They plant time bombs, but surprise!
It's a trap!
Knuckle says they will die by the bombs they set. He even gasses them so they can't turn them off. Man, this guy thought of everything. Knuckle would have made a great James Bond villain. We then get Jack crucified. I told you that Seven being crucified wasn't a one-off thing. Minami and Ueno return to base and attack Ibuki. It seems that instead of letting them die, Knuckle brainwashed them. Oka and Ibuki manage to snap them out of it. They go back and... You idiots! I can't believe you fell for the same trick twice! Knuckle comes in and uses Ibuki's knowledge to take control of Matt. Oka is the only one left who is not brainwashed, so she hides. Meanwhile, Jack's execution is about to happen. Oh no, won't someone rescue him? Well, luckily, help is on the way. His big brothers. Ultraman Hayata and Ultra 7. We even get to see Hayata and Dan meet face to face.
ウルトラマンを蘇生させるにはウルトラの星作戦しかない。協力を頼む。わかりました。ウルトラの星を作りましょう。
They transform and save the new kid. Man, the kids in Japan must have been marking out like crazy after they saw this the first time it aired. They zip around Jack a few times to cut him loose and blow up the ships. We then get to see the three Ultra Brothers together, side by side. This is a landmark event in Ultraman history, and it is awesome. Jack catches up to the armada of Knuckles' ships heading to Earth, and he lets them have it. Go returns to base to find his teammates are not themselves. He tells them what happened, well, his version of it anyway, and Ibuki orders him to be killed by firing squad. Oka yells to Go that they're being brainwashed and they knock them out. Not quite sure how she'd know they'd be there, but whatever. They find small transmitters behind their ears, and that's how they're being controlled. Go heads to the secret base alone. Oka, maybe you should warn him about the last 2 times the guys went there? Nah, I'm sure he'll be fine. Suddenly, Black King and Knuckle appear and Go is ready to end this. Faraki and Ken. He knocks out the satellite, freeing his teammates from mind control. Minami thinks Jack will lose again, but the captain says to hell with that, and they deploy on land and in the air. They do their best to provide assistance, but Jack is still struggling. Jack manages to press slam Black King into the sky and lops his head off. Jack throws Knuckle too. This is called the Ultra Throw. Apparently there was a cut scene where Seven taught Jack this move, so this is why he does it here. Knuckle lands on his head and says everyone in Tokyo will die, then he just fades away. Ibuki thinks they set up the explosive somewhere in town. They have to find it before it goes off. Luckily, Go finds it in the base before them. Ibuki lets Go leave as they bring the bomb back to home base. Oka reminds him it's Christmas Eve. Ibuki lets Go leave as they bring the bomb back to home base. He hears Jiro singing and he's, happy? Well, he got over the death of his siblings very fast. We're also introduced to this girl, Rumiko. But more on her later. In episode 39, 20th Century Abominable Snowman, this is part 1 of the Winter Horror series. Yes, that's what it was called. A young couple scale a mountain to find the elusive Yeti and get his picture. The girl, Yoko, spots the alien, I mean Yeti, but slips. Her man, Hideo, saves her, but the alien, I mean the Yeti, gets away. Suddenly he goes missing. It doesn't take long before the Mat crew are alerted about this. In an unrelated bit of news, a giant ball of ice is headed for Earth.
-273度。つまり絶対温度0度の星が240年ぶりに地球に向かい急速に接近中です。
そうか。よし。
Ibuki decides to have Go and Kishida check out this Yeti incident despite Go's objections. Once they get there, they're told about the Yeti by the locals. The mountains are haunted, I'd turn back if I were you, enter at your own risk, etc., etc. You know, the usual shtick. Kishida doesn't buy their stories, and the villagers ask them to look after a girl, who turns out to be Yoko from before. She sees a giant figure outside, but Kishida doesn't believe her. Kishida, you see aliens and underground monsters on a daily basis. Why is this one so hard to believe? What a cynic. Yoko tells them about the Yeti when Hideo comes in. He doesn't believe in it either. Go and Kishida return and report their findings. Go is convinced something fishy is going on there, and he believes Yoko's story. Later we see Go talking to the new girl, Rumiko. We hear from her that Jiro is feeling better after losing his siblings and he's staying with her now. Thank you, random stranger who feels hastily tacked on and shoehorned into this show. Speaking of which, we find out her father is a traveler who is away a lot, and Rumiko just happens to know someone who has seen the Yeti before. Twice. And what are the odds? It's Yoko. Man, Japan is a small town, isn't it? Everyone knows everyone. Go thinks Hideo saw the Yeti. Yoko tells Go that the Yeti first appeared 240 years ago. Say, isn't that about the same time that ball of ice comes around our planet? I'm sure there's no connection. Sure enough, the Yeti is indeed possessing Hideo, and is an alien, and it is indeed planning to conquer Earth. Is it just me, or does every alien Yeti look like Frankenberry? Wouldn't that have been a cool Ultraman fight? Ultraman versus Frankenberry? The eggheads at Mat are indeed studying the ball of ice and are alerted it's now heading right for them. Almost like it was drawn here by something. If this thing crashes into Tokyo, game over, man, game over. Go then uses his Ultravision to spot the incoming Yeti armada. This alien Yeti grows big. Darn, I was hoping he'd look like this.
Just what I always wanted, my own little bunny rabbit.
Well, his real name is Alien Varduk, and he begins freezing everything in sight. By the way, I love the stop-motion freezing effect. This was how it was done before CGI. Go tells Yoko that he has to join his teammates on the attack of this thing. And right on time, the Mat arrows open fire. But of course, Varduk freezes one of the arrows and down it goes. Varduk even freezes Minami and Ueno.
Stay frosty.
Go runs in and opens fire, but gets a little chilly too. He spots Hideo and Yoko runs to save him. Go gets frozen solid and becomes Jack. He then spears Varduk, who uses his ice breath on Jack, who then, just drop kicks him. Jack, then somersaults away from the ice breath. But he doesn't get very far. Remember your Ultra 7, folks. Ultramen don't like cold. It's practically their kryptonite. Thankfully, the Mat arrow comes to his aid. The incendiary attacks distract Varduk, and Jack manages to thaw out. He then uses laser rings to trap it with his Ultra Brace. Jack then flies off to take down this pesky armada and shatters the ice planet, which also somehow kills Varduk too? I guess? Don't look at me, folks. That's what the narrator says.
絶対温度0度の凍れる星はバルダック星人と共に滅亡し、権現山にあった20世紀の雪男伝説も同時に消えていったのである。
Later he returns Hideo to Yoko. Unfortunately, his body is ice cold and his heart stopped. But wait. Oh, thank God. This show has been depressing enough already. Then Kishida says what most of us are thinking when watching this show.
雪男は宇宙人だったのか。案外伝説を作ってるのは宇宙人なのかもしれないな。
You know what? He's probably right. In episode 40, The Phantom Snowwoman, this is the second half of the winter horror series, Jiro packs Rumiko's stuff for her mountain trip. Rumiko's mom tells her to bundle up too. Go shows up to check on Jiro. He and Rumiko are going exploring in the mountains. Go wishes he could spend more time with Jiro, but he can't get the time off. Later, Ibuki tells Go about 3 recent strange cases about disappearances of couples around town. They were all couples on picnics, and Go wonders if Jiro and Rumiko will be targeted too. That night in the mountains, Jiro and Rumiko bunk with some other travelers, and Jiro goes downstairs to warm up by the stove. He notices someone standing outside in the snow.
寒いですね。
ひどく降ってるの？
そうだよ。雪の降る中に管理人の女の人が雪女みてえだ。ああ、気味悪い。
When they come back, one of the couples they were bunking with are gone, missing. Ibuki hears this and sends Go to question the men who reported it. They tell him the same story. There have also been sightings of a UFO. Do I need the aliens meme again? But of course, everyone just laughs it off as a story.
うろうろしているうちに方向も分かんなくなり弱っていると山小屋が見えてきたんです。場合によったら泊まり込んでやろうと思って。
というようなわけです。
まるで雪女みたいな話ね。
何？雪女は若い独身男性のとこに現れるんだよ、君たちみたいな。
Guys, we literally just went through this with the Yeti. It's an alien. Does everyone who works here just have short-term memory loss? Go heads to Jiro and tells him about the missing couples. Jiro tells him what he saw. They spot the UFO on radar and they go after it in arrows. They manage to shoot it down and the Mac crew finds couples frozen solid. Ibuki, I believe this is the part where Go would say, "I told you so." I would. The Mac crew find a cabin and move in to inspect it, thinking that it's the aliens' hideout. Jiro tells them not to go in there and they question the owner, who tells them another cabin is nearby. This is the one with our alien inside. He wastes no time introducing himself. Alien Black from Saturn. He's here to collect slaves for Saturn. Guess you could say that Saturn is a different kind of labor company. And none of you understood that reference. You see, there used to be a car company called Saturn. Never mind. God, I'm old. Like the last alien, he freezes them in place. Except Go, who resists. Alien Black's girl, Snowgon, chills him out, but good. Go manages to still get a shot off, but Alien Black tells her to grow. And we see her true form. Now that's a snow monster. Go transforms and battles this overgrown Wendigo. Black tells her to freeze Jack solid. Guess he knows Ultraman's weakness. Smart. Very smart. Snowgon freezes Jack and beats him down and rips him apart. Holy crap! Ultraman is beheaded!
Take my advice, pal. Quit while you're ahead.
But it's okay, the Ultra Brace, reassembles him. Wait, what? And it unfreezes him? That thing's like the Game Genie of Ultraman devices. It can do anything. Well, apparently so, as Jack uses it to make an Ultra Shield. That's a new one. It blocks Snowgon's freeze attack and blows it back at them through the little hole on the shield that they couldn't hide very well. Jack then Gorilla Press Slams Snowgon, which explodes. Okay then. He then blows up Alien Black, too. Well, that seemed unnecessarily brutal. Everybody gets thawed out, and Jiro tells them all that Jack saved their bacon again. They then meet the 2 people who were possessed by the aliens, and it turns out the Snow Woman was real after all. Sort of.
雪のように白い娘さんだな。はい。この孫娘は八ヶ岳の雪女って皆さんに言われてましてな。
なるほど。雪女か。宇宙人もあれこれ手を考えてくるな。
Well, that's it for this edition. Check back next time when we'll see the son of an old foe, a monster that radiates laziness, and we'll learn the 5 oaths of Ultra. Whatever that means. And I'll see you in the land of light.
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Say it again now. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Yes, he is.
Bracelet がコントロールされている。
こんなことってあるか。隊長、隊長、隊長、ウルトラマンが大ピンチです。ウルトラマンのブレスレットがウルトラマンを襲ってるんです。